I'm Kurt Stout, and this is Art of the 1920s.
Hi, I'm Kate, and I'm doing 1920s architecture.
Hello, I'm Tanner, and I did the Harlem Renaissance.
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I did the Riders of the 1920s.
Don't put it on, because then that's gonna kill it if someone else gets lightning. I just did that on accident. Gosh, dude. I can't get lightning. Everything's like magnets and... Oh, I should have jumped for that one. Shoot, did you get lightning yet?
I don't have it.
Dang it. Lightning.
Oh,
Alright.
I got
lightning, I got lightning.
No, don't do it.
I'm gonna use it.
Oh!
Dude, this
Go.
is actually crazy.
Camo pants?
We're on Jupiter.
Camo pants?
Oh,
Look at this. What is this?
Amazing. Alright, we're good.
This is so weird. Where are we?
I don't know, dude. Did you guys find anything?
It feels like we time traveled. Yeah, that is 20s architecture. That's what you think.
Willie. He still can't figure out what time period this is. Hey, sir, do you know what year it is?
Well, it's the 1920s.
No!
Yes!
What?
Let me show you over here.
Hey guys, let me introduce you to a few friends of mine.
And this is my friend who's a writer from the 1920s.
Do you want to learn about the Riders of the 1920s? Okay, during the Roaring Twenties came an era of arts and literature that the world has never seen before. The 1920s was a period of time when writing experienced a new style. The writers in the 1920s were commonly known as the lost generation. The writers wrote solely for the purpose of exploring themselves and the world. This can be good, but the novels often lacked entertainment and were purely written for thematic purposes. The Lost Generation described the people who rejected American post-World War I values. The two best known authors among the Lost Generation are F. Scott Fitzgerald and Ernest Hemingway. The writers of the 1920s wrote about the rebellious youth, indulgence of wealth, and World War I. 1920s was an era of youth rebellion. Young ladies started to go outside of the home. They started to go out and drink and smoke, which was something females did not do in that decade. This was a common topic in a lot of the books from the 1920s. Another major theme of literature in the 1920s was the indulgence or excess of wealth from the rich. Many writers saw the United States as two different nations, the rich and the poor. Still, today, the United States is divided into two nations. F. Scott Fitzgerald was the most famous author to write about the excess of wealth. For example, he wrote about the Great Gatsby, who strongly criticized the wealthy Americans. World War I was also a major topic in a majority of books written in the 1920s. World War I affected the lives of many soldiers. They saw things They saw things during World War I that would haunt them for the rest of their lives. Many books wrote about the post-war effects of World War I on the soldiers. Ernest Hemingway was one of the famous authors to write about World War I.
Before we cut out from here, let's take them saints on down one more time. Now I win the saints. Marching and roll, boy. When the saints chilling them. Yes, I found me in that number. Hit it when the saints go marching.
And this is my friend, and he's an architect.
Oh, hi. Rapid urban growth was the source of a whole new range of problems and challenges. The solution to increased population density and demand for office space came from new buildings that enabled cities to expand upward rather than outward. New technologies and innovations, steel framing, concrete, improved heating, plumbing, and elevators played a role in construction of taller than ever before buildings. In America's prominent pre-minted city of the 20th century, New York, the skyscraper came to be a symbol of Americans' modern day. This is an example of the skyscraper that would be in the 1920s. It's called the Chrysler Building. It was built from 1928 to 1930.
Little Arabian boys, that's old. We are very happy to have swung this number for you folks. It's cutting out time now. Before we cut out from here, let's take them saints on down one more time. Now, I win the saints. Whoa, boy. When the saints yes, I found in that number. Hit it when the saints go my tail.
Let's go talk to Tanner. Hey Tanner,
Hey, Wesley.
can you talk to us about the Harlem Renaissance?
Yeah, let me tell you a few things about the Harlem Renaissance. The Harlem Renaissance is variously known as the New Negro Movement, the New Negro Renaissance, and the Negro Renaissance. The movement emerged toward the end of World War I in 1918, then blossomed in the mid to late 1920s. The Harlem Renaissance marked the first time that mainstream publishers and critics took African American literature seriously, and that African American literature and arts attracted significant attention from the nation at large.
That's crazy.
Although it was primarily a literary movement, it was closely related to the developments in African American music, theater, art, and politics.
Thanks, Tanner. Let's go talk to Kurt.
No problem, dude.
Two art movements, Surrealism and Art Deco, had their genesis during the 1920s. Photography was a recognized art form, but advertising still mainly relied on artists and illustrators to produce the high-quality black and white color advertisements that are sought after by collectors today. The Surrealists developed techniques such as automatic drawing, whereas Art Deco is characterized by the use of materials such as aluminum, stainless steel, lacquer, inlaid wood, shark skin, and zebra skin. Art Deco used the bold use of zigzag and stepped forms. Two of the most famous artists are Maxfield Parrish and C. Cole Phillips.
Little Arabian boys, that's old. We are very happy to have swung this number for you folks. It's cutting out time now. Before we cut out from here, let's take them saints on down one more time. Now, I win the saints. Whoa, boy. When the saints yes, I found
Kurt, are you done in the bathroom?
Now he's gonna be a
Stop
while.
that.
Oh, I just got cut in half.
I got lightning.
You got lightning?
Yeah.
Dude, use it.
Oh,
Where are we?
we're at my house. How did we get to my house? Dude, it looks like it's normal time period. We went back. Where's Kurt?
2013.
Oh,
Where's Kurt behind? He wasn't in the game.
Fun run.
That was the portal.
Oh my gosh. We gotta get Kurt somehow.
Alright, let's go.
Dude, the 1920s was so cool.
Yeah, that was sick. Yeah, that's the best. I learned a lot about the writers from the 1920s, like Ernest Hemingway, F. Scott Fitzgerald. They were innovators in the world of literature, and they were very influential in future generations of writers.
Without the 1920s architecture that they had back then, I don't think we would have any of the buildings that we have today. And we would not be able to stand them up like tall like they figured out back then.
Yeah, dude, the Harlem Renaissance was like the first thing that brought white and black people together through the music and all the arts and stuff. I wonder what Kurt's doing.
Oh yeah, what do you think Kurt's doing right now? Okay. These are some buildings that are examples of what buildings would look like in the 1920s. This is the Toronto building that was built in the 1920s. This is the Shannon building. And then this is just a building that shows what a Art Deco building would look like in the 1920s.
These are some of the most famous books from the 1920s. All Quiet on the Western Front, written by Remarque, was told about the story of a soldier from German soldier from World War I. And Ernest Hemingway's The Sun Also Rises was a very famous book. And as you know, The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald talks about the excess of wealth in America and how one can pursue the American dream. And F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Side of Paradise was also another famous book by F. Scott Fitzgerald.
The Harlem Renaissance also took place during the 1920s. This picture here is a picture of the Cotton Club, which is one of the most famous dancing and singing clubs during the 1920s. Below is a picture of Louis Armstrong, who was an innovator in the jazz music industry. The Surrealism and the Art Deco movements came about in the 1920s. These are two examples of those types of art. Hi, I'm Tanner and I did the Harlem.
Hi, I'm Cade, and I'm...
Hi, I'm Ryan, and I did Riders of the 1920s.
Tanner has a heart. Kid has a heart.
Stop! No, I don't, dude.
I got a rocket ship.
I have lightning. That's weird.
On Tanner's screen.
Dude, I got a lightning. Should I use it?
Doesn't matter, I have a shield.
Well, that looks a lot like the 1920s.
Hey guys, let me.
This period of time.
Rapid Urban Growth. This is the Chancellor Building.
Well, the Harlem Renaissance.
1920s?
Oh, I'd love to.
Awesome.
20s was really
This is the Chrysler Building. That was